Hello and good evening, everyone. I'm Grade Cordova, and we're with the group 9. Miss Marielle, you need the subject. Um, Today we're gonna discuss or answer some questions about Home of the Ashfall by John Jack Wigley. So the first question is letter A. What are your own experiences during a calamity or disaster, and how did you handle or help? Who helped you handle the situation?
My experience was when there was an earthquake and I was on the second floor of the house. Mom shouted to stay where I was until the earthquake was over. I was so scared since some of our standing furnitures were falling. After it stopped, Mom rushed upstairs and dragged me out of the house. What about you, Reed? What was your experience?
About me, it's big, but this is my own experience during a calamity or disaster that was flooding everywhere. Heavy rainfall, strong currents, and collapsing houses. It was dark and gloomy, and all we had was our clothes. Before that, we carefully salvaged what we can and the important things we need. Then we tried to listen to the radio for any news of the weather. We went outside as the water level was slowly rising until we got to the evacuation center. That's all I remember because I was young. I was young.
I was 5 to 6 years old that time when I experienced the most terrifying calamity in my life. It was a gloomy morning when our barangay captain, which is my uncle, approaches and warns us about the storm that is coming in our small little town. My mom and papa immediately packed our things, ready to go to the evacuation center that was provided to us, but not in a short time. The rain was getting heavy and the water level was getting higher, so my papa made us a little party ride. I'm just a little toddler at the time, so I don't really know what's happening around me, but looking back at it, being ready and everything was very important because you never know what calamity will be in the future.
So, next is letter B. What lesson have you taken from the anecdote of John Jack Wigley's Home of the Ashfall?
The lesson I have learned and analyzed that always be ready when things go wrong. Remember to contact and check the ones you love and those you hold dear. You need to learn the precautions and the hazards of what the disaster might do or what it might affect the environment.
Okay, thank you for that. Next is letter C. How will applying ICT skills make you better appreciate present literary text?
If you ask the correct question in an accurate way, you will always find the right solutions and response. Everything relevant to the document's content is actually found or discovered somewhere in the literary text body of the document content. Not every author of the literary text composes their sentences construction in a correctly spelled and grammatically correct way. It can make understanding and comprehending its context and significant difficult.
Okay, that's all for group 9. I hope you um learn something, yes. Thank you and goodbye.